Hey guys, it's Tempi and Eltizar here yet again, bringing you some nice co-casting, I would say.
I was going to say subpar, but actually we're not that bad.
Yeah, we're getting there. Our learning curve is definitely improving. Now, we are following How Bad 1 to 10, which is a Censored Gaming community member. And he's playing the Armor of the Fifth Age Taric. Why did he go for the gayest Taric of them all? I'm a girl and I hate this skin. I'm sorry, I just can't look at that skin.
Just cannot do it.
No.
Right?
Anyways, in the blue team with Taric, we'll have Jayce, Hecarim, Resistance Caitlyn, and Lux.
The red team for this game will be a Dragon Knight Mordekaiser, a Frosted Ezreal, Elise, Janna, and Riven.
Skin Wars, I'm giving to the red team. Just hands down giving it to the red team. I do not acknowledge the existence of the pink Taric.
I feel like you'll be unable to in-game, though. It's just like so ridiculously garish.
I know, like, he has an outrageous skin, he has a fabulous skin, and he has Come At Me Bro skin. The Come At Me Bro skin I own. It's the Bloodstone Taric skin.
Bloodstone's cool.
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
like Bloodstone.
Anyway,
I've got Emerald.
Caitlyn Taric versus Janna Ezreal on bottom. Jungles, Hecarim, and Riven. Very interesting. Haven't seen Riven in jungle in ages. Kinda got sidetracked by the pink Taric.
It's like, why would you...
Exactly, and I know that How Bad 1 to 10 is a guy. So it's like, it's just, why? Everyone's starting normally. It will be what? Mordekaiser versus Lux. Haven't seen that one in ages. Early game Lux should be winning if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. It's got longer range, stronger general poke. Then again, when it hits 6, if Lux isn't careful, then she will just get chunked so very hard. Because Siphon with 3 points is a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of damage.
To be
Suffice
honest,
even to say maybe tons of damage.
you went there, didn't you?
I went there.
Okay, good for you. You're a brave man. I'm actually expecting a chaotic top lane. Because
Yes.
at least Jayce, they have 6 abilities each. Should be interesting. Should that lane really, I'm expecting quite a lot of. Because of her cocoon, his hammer, acceleration shock blast. Then bottom, better disengage from the red team, but then again we have the stun Yordle snap trap combo, which was quite huge in season 2.
Yes, indeed. Just looking at the top lane right here. Jayce has started Clothen 5 against an Elise, who is a pretty much purely AP champion.
She's a purely AP champion.
That the cloth armor start is slightly confusing to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe he's going for the Emblem of Valor for Aegis? Not sure. If he started with anything else, I would be fine with it, but this just really makes me confused. Very confused.
Have no idea why Jayce would ever rush an Aegis though, because Jayce is always, well, in terms of the meta way of playing him, he's always the, Muramana high damage kind of guy.
Yeah, he goes for Tear of the Goddess Brutalizer or Brutalizer Tear of the Goddess, depending if he has the Leet gold while returning or a little less than Leet.
Indeed.
And yes, I did went there. It's 1,337 for the Brutalizer. That hasn't changed and it's still Leet.
I feel like that's one little joke that Riot will never fix, and I very much respect them for that.
Exactly, they're just awesome. That we could be seeing a gank in the middle. Hecarim coming from the
Hecarim coming
side.
around behind Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser flashes it. Still taking quite a lot of damage though.
Riven coming
around the left hand side, coming down from the top brush, but doesn't look like she's going to do anything. Hecarim at this point does not have his red buff, so he was actually looking for a fairly early gank there.
Yeah,
Oh, actually,
that was smart.
no. Riven was looking for something there on Lux, but Lux
I
warded in the
think,
top brush, saw it coming.
yeah, the mid brush is warded, so that kind of gave that one away. Hecarim on his Golems instead of the red buff. Interesting. He's going to take it very, very late at this point. Considering something else. Nice Spiderling catching a bit of Jayce, doing a bit more damage. But Elise is overextending on her mana usage on top. She's pushing the lane.
That said, Elise has started with the Crystalline Flask, so any mana she does spend, she can recuperate where Jayce cannot because he started with the 5 health potions.
Yeah. Bottom lane pushed, which was to be expected coming from Taric and Caitlyn.
Caitlyn's range poke just far further than that of Ezreal, therefore it's left down primarily to Mystic Shot farming. Because if he comes in...
I'm sad. There's no Yordles in this game.
Oh, we forgot the Yordle ratio.
Yes,
what is this?
It's non-existent. And here comes Riven from the wall, actually from the Tribush, which is not warded, on bottom. She's going for a gank.
Mordekaiser coming down as well. This could be a 4-man push onto bottom lane. Caitlyn is miles out of position. Good use of the Howling Gale. Exhaust goes down. She's flashing away. Mordekaiser coming in. Still a lot of damage going down. Exhausted again. Ezreal picks up first blood. That's a lot of hurt going down. I think Taric might go down as well. No, the heal. And Mordekaiser picks up with the Siphon as well.
Yep, very nice game. A lot of abilities popped out. Barrier still alive on Ezreal. Ignite Flash both gone on Mordekaiser. On top of that was happening, Elise took a chunk out of Jayce's health and just went full mode Black Widow and ate him. He be gone.
That's gonna be one of the most grim ways to go, isn't it? Eaten by a spider. I don't...
If it was Annie, I would say beaten by a little girl, but since Black Widow Spider, known as Doctress, her lore goes with it as well, so...
Yep. Then again, if you look at Ahri's lore as well, she's like known for sucking out people's souls, so...
Thankfully there's no Ahri here. Lux taking quite a bit of... dealing quite a bit of damage to Riven. Not sure where my brain was going with that one before I fixed it. That Luminosity is dealing quite a bit. Standard items for Lux.
Hey Tempe, do you need a Heimerdinger?
Heimerdinger?
To fix your brain?
No, don't. He is a Yordle, but he's not a Yordle I really want anywhere near me. He kind of does experiments, you know.
Well, he's probably be better for you than Mundo.
True. Or Ziggs, for that matter. Ziggs would just turn me into a bomb. Or blast me to pieces.
Or throw a bomb at you. Oh, Riven looks like she wants to come around onto top lane. Jayce sat in the brush. Can Elise land the cocoon?
She does.
No, she does.
But it will be one alive Jayce. Not enough minions.
Still got a fair portion of health, and he's got plenty of health potions, so he will just use those.
And he also has the blade of the Doran's blade. Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? Doran's blade. Do apologize, I have been feeling a bit off recently. My throat kind of is still feeling slightly raw and slightly coldish, but not full blast on cold. Still coughing. That developed yesterday. And just... yeah, had a 3-hour sleep again.
Hecarim going mid on Mordekaiser again. In he comes, Mordekaiser knocked back. Children of the Grave goes down to Lux. Lux is going to have to move away very quickly. Shield used. Still taking a lot of damage. Lux flashes. Mordekaiser still taking a lot of damage. Ghost burned by Hecarim. Her
ultimate but doesn't have mana for it. Here comes Riven.
Riven comes in as well.
1 for 1.
Hecarim does manage to finish off Mordekaiser, but Riven picks up Hecarim. Lux only just managing to dodge the wind slash from Blade of the Exile.
That was close. This could be even a
dead trade there. I don't know, Lux. For a second I thought Riven might be looking to try and tower dive, but...
not with Lux clearing those minions very, very fast.
With the final spot, Lux saying, no thank you, Riven.
Yes. Jayce jumping up on Elise on top. She uses repel, jumps on him, which is slightly foolish. She could have just continued harassing him with her Q. She picks up a full shock blast to her back. She was turned as she was running away, and that drops her to below 50% health. Bad movement from her. She's rushing Leandris, which will increase her farm quite a lot with that spiderling. And another shock blast catches Elise. She turns into spider. But Jayce doesn't chase after her in the turret. One good cocoon and repel could have killed him there.
Indeed. Jayce is going to go back right now. He's currently sat on 800 odd gold, so he can grab a Vampiric Scepter or something of the like. He actually, grabs his tier. Yes, very standard item for Jayce. As Lux heads towards her blue buff.
Mordekaiser follows.
Yes, Mord is there.
Drops a ward. Nice warding. Nice wards from the red team.
Yes, the ward coverage is actually very minimal for the red team currently. It's near the top lane mid brush and then one in the blue. Blue team's got a vision ward in the bottom, river brush, and
Ace in the hole
one that
gets
just ran out in
by
Cry.
Ezreal. That was aimed for Janna, and that could have picked her up actually. Two-shot barrage does damage to both AD carry and support of the blue team, but doesn't clear the minions.
Ezreal's sole aim there was just to try and lower the health on those minions so that they could clear out by the tower very quickly. Minimal damage dealt to the tower. Well played by Ezreal.
Typical Ezreal move at this point.
Riven gets forced away by Taric just as the ward runs out.
Pony and Riven meet in near the mid brush. Lux and Mordekaiser will join. They're going back and forth, and Pony uses his charge to run away, get back in. Alice picks up a kill, yet another kill on top. They're also
She's incredibly low after that.
Yes. But
Jayce trying to hit some scary damage, but it's just not enough currently.
he needs the brutalizer.
He does.
The second he gets the brutalizer, he should turn things around, because so far it's an even match, but Elise will now pick up some extra minions and get away from being even with him to getting
Mordekaiser heading bottom again. Sorry to cut you off. Mordekaiser heading bottom, but both the blue team bot lane is actually backing off. No, just
Pony.
Caitlyn. Mordekaiser gets caught out actually as Hecarim comes in for the counter gank. Mordekaiser is going to be dealing considerable damage to Caitlyn, but probably will not be enough as Mordekaiser tries to escape back to his tower. Taric goes down due to True Shot Barrage as Riven comes in. Hecarim taking a lot of damage. Will he survive? I'm not quite sure.
Windslash picks that
Windslash finishes him off. That's a great shot by Riven.
Yes. Would have been a double kill if she can get to that Caitlyn. It will be an unofficial. But Caitlyn is moving nicely. She doesn't have her flash, but her net is just coming off of cooldown. She will live.
Riven giving up the chase, unfortunately. But score's currently sitting at 7-1 in favour of the red team with an approximately 2,500 gold advantage. No towers taken at this point.
No dragons yet either. Ezreal and Janna are slightly dealing damage to that bottom turret. Jayce pushing top. And Luke's pushing middle. Mordekaiser will return with... This is the first time I'm seeing actually maybe a possible blue build Mordekaiser. Because of that Spirit of the Spectral Wraith. Because of mana regen, I don't usually use that item.
The fact is, it's just ridiculous increase on the ability to creep clear because it's bonus damage to... Actually, it's bonus damage to monsters, so I'm not entirely sure on the syntax for that, but it may well mean that it's only to jungle creeps and not actually effective in the lane.
Could be. Sorry, while you were talking, Janna was forced to flash because she was low on health and Caitlyn couldn't get a clear shot or a clear lock with her ace in the hole to pick up the kill.
Mordekaiser going round behind. Hecarim has been caught out, but that charge is going to get him out of there.
Pony charge. That's one awesome pony.
Lux backs out, finishes off an Athene's Unholy Grail. I would be expecting a Morellonomicon as the next item. Just rush out as much CDR as possible, get that final spark cooldown as low as possible.
Top they're exchanging a bit of damage. The spiderlings are hurting more, especially combined with the cocoon and Q. that Venom. Cocoon misses, but Jayce is definitely out-damaging Elise at this point because of that no magic mantle.
That said, though, Elise has got the Ninja Tabby, so it's reducing damage from basic attacks. But Jayce is more of an AD caster than actually a basic attack-based champion. So, Shock Blast is not suffering a particular amount of reduced damage. There is some armor there, but hugely.
Acceleration
That's Hecarim comes up.
This
Repel,
is the thing you need to know with Elise. You need to hug when she's in repel.
Elise taking a lot of hurt. They're actually going to go dive for this.
Yes, Jayce.
And yes, she goes down as Riven comes up.
Nice damage coming from.
Damage, but acceleration gate means that they are more than capable of taking her down.
Could take a turret on bottom as Lux joined them. Middle turret dropped as Mordekaiser picked that up. Taric stunning Ezreal. Caitlyn using Pilt over Peacemaker. Oh my god.
In terms of map kind of control, taking a mid lane turret, in my opinion, is far stronger than taking a bottom lane one. As Mordekaiser heads down to bottom lane, he's actually going to get caught out, I think. There's a ward there, gets stunned by Taric, dealing a lot of damage. Children of the Grave used on Lux, but he's going to go down very quickly indeed.
Ezreal and Janna join, deal some damage. Children of the Grave
damage still taking from the Children of the Grave, but it's not going to be enough to finish Lux off.
Ezreal shields Janna again from Ace in the hole from Caitlyn, and that's that. 1-1 in turrets, 15 minutes into the game. 4 kills difference in favor of the red team, and 2,000 gold difference in their favor as well.
The main difference currently is Riven is approximately like nigh on 1,000 gold up on Hecarim. That's due to having an extra kill and not died yet. But most places the gold is very even. There's a little bit of a gold advantage in favor of Ezreal. There's also a very slight lead for Janna, and I
think the significant lead is definitely in the middle in favor of Mordekaiser.
Although the gold wouldn't really say it, the CS difference is actually quite huge, but it's only 800 gold between them, which is very surprising.
That is interesting. Elise pressured a bit of Jayce on top. She did miss a cocoon, so she couldn't do anything. Here comes Riven in the middle, with Janna coming from the side.
Lady Exile activated, Janna coming around from behind, Lux gets knocked up, Mordekaiser coming in as well, that's a lot of damage going down. And Riven gets the kill. Very, very potent damage threat now, Riven. She's got to finish Bloodthirster, and that's going to be a lot of hurt.
Hecarim in trouble, he uses his charge. Riven will try to chase him, but that is one fast pony. He turns around because Taric is there, but Mordekaiser coming from the side behind. Caitlyn joins in as well.
Riven gets terrified, a lot of damage being put down as Ezreal's True Shot Barrage comes across. Mordekaiser is going to walk away, not stepping on Snapchat, but Caitlyn going to take a bit of poke from Caitlyn. Nothing too serious though.
It looked like he was going for Caitlyn at this point. They are going to do nothing. Pink ward on the dragon, and Riven is pinging it.
Yep, looks like the red team's going to set up for it. It is currently a numbers advantage for the red team, but Lux is coming up that bottom lane, so it could easily become a 4 for 4. And if the blue team can get a decent ward in there, who knows? A final spark might be enough to steal it.
Ezreal picks it, secures it. Ezreal secures it.
Yes. Pilt over Peacemaker could have stolen it, but it was fired a little bit too early. Janna taking a bit of damage, shouldn't be too serious as she floats away.
Elise dodges the acceleration blast, acceleration gate shock blast. Oh my god, I really cannot speak today. They're dead. They're around 50% health on each with similar amount of manas on both. And Seeker's arm guards picked up by Elise, so she will dodge again another shock blast acceleration gate combo.
This top lane is currently very balanced because you've got an extra kill on Elise, but a fair amount of bonus CS on Jayce. And you say about the Seeker's Arm Guard, that's a good amount of bonus armor and damage. However, Jayce does have Hex Drinker, which is going to mitigate a large portion of Elise's damage as Riven comes round into the lane. However, there is a ward there.
Almost had steps on a shroom. I really
You really are missing your yordles, aren't you?
Yes, I am missing my yordles. I'm wearing my Teemo hat. Blue team
That
picks up
shot
a
blast.
mid turret, so that's a dead even blind zone in the mid.
Shock Blast starting to deal a hell of a lot of damage as Elise dodges a third one, but Hecarim heading down the river. Doesn't look like anything special is going to happen though. Bottom going to get pushed out by the blue team. I think Caitlyn may go back. She does.
Come from behind. He will charge in and ulti into Elise, hug Jayce, so she
Comes the
cannot
tower
run
die.
away.
There's a lot of damage going down.
She's ignited, but survives barely. They will turret dive. Shock down.
Rounds.
Riven walking over there. She will escape. Barely, but she will escape. But Jayce is in trouble. He's on no health, and Riven just turned on her broken wings, I'm guessing.
It's Blade of the Exile.
Yes, Blade of Wind Slash. Choose Wind Slash. She could take a double kill with this pony. She's chasing after him. Her ultimate expired. 50% health on Hecarim. Gone in 2 swings. She has a full bloodthirster. Yeah, that explains everything.
Speaking of Bloodthirster, Caitlyn finishes off hers and gets components for a Zeal.
Yep. It's also a full bloodthirster.
A bit of damage going down to Ezreal. Can Taric land the stun? No, as he gets knocked up by the Howling Gale. Now he's going to force to back off.
Turret hit as she turret dived Hecarim. She's attacking the turret itself. Will drop the turret. Go for Pony. When he's running away, he doesn't have his charge up. He gets stunned and then picks up the kill.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh my word.
And turret goes off. 2-2 in turrets. With 4,000 gold difference. Red team is definitely stronger when it comes to skirmishes. We definitely need to see some team fights to see what happens, because I do believe that the blue team has a better poke and engage composition.
Jason looks not in a good position here. It's a 3v2. There's a lot of damage going down. Looks to back away, but she manages to land the light binding onto Mordekaiser as Riven tries to come around. I think she's made it out. Yes, she has, and she escapes to safety of her tower. However, Caitlyn comes in, gets caught out. Taric, miles back there, gets caught out as well. But
Ezreal can use
just put down a good amount of damage. Ooh, and she dodges until the final spark. Red team turning it around. Oh.
Shut down for Riven as Caitlyn picks up the kill. This will be shielded by Mordekaiser, so Caitlyn won't pick up Elise. Comes Ezreal from the side. He used shoot through shot barrage, but missed.
Comes across. He jumps onto Ezreal. A lot of damage going down. Taric's very, very low. Yes, he dies as the Lizard Elder.
There goes.
Hecarim uses his ultimate, but everyone is so very low right now.
Down on Ezreal. Caitlyn picks up a kill on Janna. And they continue to poke. Elise is in trouble with one auto attack.
That's
double kill.
very nice. Acceleration Gate Shock Blast, followed by the single basic attack, also assisted by Jayce's Gate.
4 for 3 in this exchange. What a turnaround.
It just goes to show that the blue team have the stronger kind of counter.
Synergy. Better synergy when it comes to champions.
The fact is that the Riven Elise synergy is very nice, because if Elise can land Cocoon into a repel kind of jump as Riven is charging in, that's a lot of damage that can go down. But the fact is that the blue team has a really strong counter initiate with Hecarim. If Hecarim can land the Terrify component of Onslaught of Shadows, he's going to deal a good amount of damage, and on top of that, send everyone screaming in opposite directions. That allowing people like Jayce and Caitlyn and Lux, 3 very great poke champions, to just deal a lot of damage before people like Mordekaiser can get into the proper range, Siphon and whatnot, and for Ezreal to get into basic attack range if he's so using it. But being a blue Ezreal, he'll just be sat there Mystic shotting until the cows come home.
Yes, he finished his Iceborne Gauntlet. Mordekaiser picked up Liandry's. Black Cleaver done by Riven. Mana Moon picked up by Jayce. Cape of Fiery Doom, and Riven jumps on, I think that was Caitlyn, no, Caitlyn, yes, it was Caitlyn. Pony in trouble, he did get Children of the Grave, and continue to chase. Riven not giving up, gets binded. Significant amount of damage dropping from Jayce, nice cocoon, and Howling Gale. 3 men up were from that Howling Gale, it was brilliant.
Ezreal is around the side, he could get caught out if he doesn't pay attention. Light binding lands. Caitlin's going to deal a lot of damage, but gets hit by the
Final Spark picks up the kill.
Cocoon as the final spark blows the Master of Metal into little shards.
Poor Master of Metal.
In that team fight, I have to say that was well played by both Caitlyn and Lux. On 2 separate occasions, Riven tried to get in and initiate. First occasion, she steps on a well-placed Caitlyn trap.
Trouble. Caitlyn tanking the turret. Tark will manage to live barely. Ace in the hole prematurely used, I would say. That really didn't deal much damage, and I think that Riven shielded Elise from it. I didn't see because my camera was slightly off.
Riven was the target of that ultimate.
Oh, it was?
Not entirely sure why it was used there. She was on a good portion of health.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue team start on Dragon. Riven sees it, but can she do anything about it? Lux is also sat there. She catches Janna with a lot of damage, but Shock Blast lands. They don't seem to be particularly willing to engage.
No.
They're just going to walk away with the Dragon. Gold lead now down to only 1,000.
Yep, only 1,000. Let's see the gold scores for all the lanes. 1,000 gold.
Jayce is now 1,000 gold up, thereabouts, on Elise. That bonus CS doing a lot for him, and he's got the extra assist. However, the extra death.
Ezreal chasing Jayce. Jayce did poke slightly back at Riven, but Ezreal came around and started harassing Jayce. He decides to disengage as Lux is there. Nobody wants to deal with a Lux. True-shot barrage catches a bit of minions. Doesn't finish them off, however.
For Lux, the light binding into Final Spark combo is just insane damage. Final Spark currently dealing 400 plus 109 damage from Lux's 146 ability power. So you've got to stack that with Illumination. That's a bonus 150 damage, plus the damage of light binding, which is extremely high as well. Basically, that is what I like to call nuke o'clock.
Indeed. Jayce is sitting on 2,140 gold. He picked up Blightwater Cutlass. His Mana Moon turned to Muramana, so he'll be dealing more damage. Caitlyn's slightly in trouble as Ezreal catches her. He will continue to chase as the rest of his team is near, while Lux is picking up her blue. Comes Stark and Jayce returning to the lane. So they will start a fight. Nice.
Ezreal gets stunned as it goes across.
I'm really trying to remember the ability of that. Arcane Shift. He Arcane Shifted just perfectly, so the stun did land on him, but he was well away from any incoming damage and closer to Janna and her range of shield.
Creeping Death used as well by Mordekaiser, just trying to keep his carry safe.
Yep. Carry is still being slightly in the front line.
Lux gets caught by the Cocoon, gets knocked up as well. It's quite a lot of damage, about half health.
True-shot barrage catches
True-shot barrage goes across. Lux is even lower now. There's sat around a third. Everyone else is kind of healthy though.
They are dodging it better than she is. Not sure if she is the targeted person, but if they can eliminate her because of her luminescent singularity, her light bind, and the spark, they can easily get in and then deal with Caitlyn and Jayce. Pony getting caught. Caitlyn clearing with
Red team not really having much of an opportunity to initiate at this point due to the fact that blue team are firmly entrenched under their tower.
With next to Lux, Jayce and Caitlyn with that AoE clear, the minions don't stand a chance to get anywhere near the turret for the red team to do anything to it. They're either forced to split push and give a tower, or pull back and try to set up a fight.
Yep, blue team now see that Mordekaiser is headed to top lane, so they could push out mid, and it's currently a 4v5 situation.
Only getting caught, this inner turret will drop, and they will just pull back. Ezreal's ultimate catches two of them.
Janna and Riven on the other side of the wall. I'm not sure if anything can really come from it.
Won't repel used. Will save her from the final spark, and Elise walks away.
Completely on.
Oh, she kissed another acceleration shock blast. Really likes those. Other than that, pickaxe picked up by Ezreal, so he's going for the last whisper.
Indeed, as he picks up the longsword as well, and a vision ward.
Good guy Ezreal. We could be seeing another Iceborne Gauntlet on Mordekaiser, maybe. If it was a Rise, I would say it's a Frozen Heart. If it was a Rise.
I have no clue why Mordekaiser has picked that up, because
He
a good
doesn't
proportion
use it.
of what Shroud is useful for is mana, and Mordekaiser doesn't use it.
Exactly. If he picked up... This is surprising me. Why hasn't he picked up his best item, and that is Will of the Ancient? Lux didn't stand a chance against that Riven. She just obliterated the Light Lady out of existence, while Mordekaiser is chasing Taric. He will get poked by both Caitlyn and Jayce.
Revan trying to go on Caitlyn, but the 90 caliber net more than enough to say no thank you.
Yes. Now that Lux is gone, they could actually try to do something here, initiate poke a bit. They do have not a strong poke composition, but good enough.
Ezreal's poke combined by the volatile spidling is a good clear, good poke.
Especially if Janna is near with her Howling Gale, that will just allow them to deal a bit more damage.
Indefinitely.
Dragon should be up soon, if I'm not mistaken, in about a minute or so.
Yes, as I believe it should be within the next minute or so.
Morello Nomicon picked up by Lux. I'm trying to see who is healing. Probably for Riven because of that Bloodthirster. I don't see anyone else picking up anything else that gives a brilliant sustain to warrant a Morello Nomicon. Dragon up, blue team is going there. Red team pinging for them to move as well.
Morello Nomicon is just... Morello Nomicon is just a really good meta item for Lux because it's 20% cooldown reduction and mana regen and a good amount of ability power as well. Blue team are working on this dragon. The entirety of the red team is over there though. Mordekaiser's willing to show his face. He's going to take quite a lot of damage for his trouble if the final spark comes across. Mordekaiser taking a fair bit of damage, and so is Elise. Riven goes across. Ezreal's disconnected actually, as Riven and Kit both go down to each other. Tarik's taking a lot of hurt as Jayce gets killed by the Mordekaiser's Children of the Grave.
And Janna will go down to Lux's damage, but here comes Mordekaiser with his friendly neighborhood Jayce. But thanks to that brilliant light bind from Lux, Pony and Lux will get away.
3-for-3 engagement that could have been a hell of a lot better had Ezreal not disconnected.
Indeed. 31 minutes into the game, Final Spark will clip Mordekaiser, but he had his shield up, so not much damage went through to his direct health. Almost 32 minutes into the game, 17 to 11 in kills for the red team, and 2000 gold difference. 3-3 in turrets. And Dragon not yet picked up.
Yes, Dragon is still actually up, yes. As the red team have actually pinged it saying, hey guys, that wasn't taken last time, we should probably get it.
I just removed the Fog of War to see that the dragon is still up. So it's not a visual bug or anything. Of those little macros. Jayce picking up the blue buff, which is visually bugged for me because I don't see it.
It's the invisible blue buff.
Yes, it's the invisible blue buff. Incredible. It's incredible, I tell you. Now, thank you. Now I can't get that Queen song out of my head. Thank you.
Queen song?
Yes. I'm the Invisible Man? I can't remember. It's one of the songs from the band Queen. Where the words
I know who
like
Queen
that.
are.
Oh you're British.
I feel like I would be disowned as a Brit if I didn't know who Queen were. It's like to the same degree as if I didn't know who the Beatles were.
You don't know who the Beatles are? Shame on you.
I know, of course I know who the Beatles are.
Riven dodges the bind from Lux. Lux will go down yet again, and that is a certainty. Riven dodges.
Stab. Lightbind lands actually. She might be able to escape, but Riven's just got so much mobility. Very much doubt it.
She stopped. She died.
Yes.
She stopped and she died. You do not. If you're fighting a melee champion like Darius or Riven, or one other champion as well, you do not stop.
Hmm.
You do not stop. You keep going. You use your range to stop them with your binds and slows, but you do not stop. Because the second they get in, you die. Point in case.
Hmm.
Mordekaiser are slightly in trouble. But Tariq turned around towards Tariq. Pony jumps in. Nice monsoon from Janna. Ultimate used, but to no avail from Hecarim because he didn't catch neither of the seductresses.
Riven's sat in the brush. Not sure if
She's
the
very
blue team
cool.
are actually aware of her presence. She's just going to back out. Look, still down. Well,
I
just
think they
survived.
were because she passed through a pink ward on Baron, and blue team goes for Dragon. Red team
Yeah.
do see them, but they are far away, and this dragon is going really, really down fast. I think that was Hecarim missing his smite.
Well, in the situation where you know where the enemy team isn't there, you can be forgiven for missing your smite, but
True, but I usually try to avoid it.
that's why I very much like to play Cho'Gath jungle. You can use your smite right at the start because you've got an extra 1,000 for true damage in your ultimate.
True. Sneaky bastard. Sneaky void monster. Having an advantage over other junglers.
Well, you can say the same about Nunu. He's got
Or
consume.
Nessus, actually, if we're thinking about it with his siphoning strike and ultimate.
Indeed.
So,
Red team's ward may get cleared out by Tariq. There's still sufficient time on that vision ward for Tariq to clear it. And down it goes.
Ezreal finally returning. He will slightly be lagging behind, especially since the gold lead between him and Caitlyn is the CS lead is increasing. Blade of the
2,000
Ruin-
gold is actually now the difference.
Blade
Caitlyn's
of
been
the-
farming a lot while Ezra's been away.
Blade of the Ruined King picked up by... No, true, that's... Maw Mortis. I hate that Maw Mortis and Blade of the Ruined King look similar. Especially since I haven't seen Maw Mortis in ages.
More is a very strong item.
It is.
In a game like this, I suppose it could be very useful for Jayce because he does lose health quite a bit, and that bonus health passive, along with the lifeline shield, just going to be somewhat of a godsend against the Mordekaiser and Elise.
When coming from the side, we'll just walk back down, past the acceleration gate. Cocoon misses, and I might noticing that this is a tank Elise because of the Wormogs that she picked up.
That would be, I suppose, a fairly valid assumption. She has actually finished the Andrews now as well, assuming that she'll be going for Zhonya's before she goes much further in her build.
Another major item picked up by the red team is Randuin's Omen, which is good, and Mordekaiser picked up Frozen Heart. Rabadon Infinity Edge on the blue team, Spirit Visage by Pony, which is pretty standard. And both supports have the Aegis, working slowly towards Bulwark. Blue team counter-attacking, they were being pushed down. And turning around towards the red team. Ezreal is
Aggression,
on
not
bottom.
particularly smart against the blue Ezreal, to be fair. It's just a case of, I'm going to Q, and then Q, and then Q, then I'm going to Q some more, then I'm going to Q, and wait for it, I'm going to mix it up a bit, I'm going to Q.
Wait, I think I forgot something. There's a pony in my face. I'm gonna arcane shift and then Q.
Yep,
You forgot about that one.
I did, yeah, I feel horrible.
How dare you? At least
I feel like, yeah.
at least picking up the blue buff while we were having our antics with Ezreal.
It's just death from above! As Caitlyn goes across to pick up her red buff.
Yes, that's a very nice pony. Riven was there, looking to do something, but deciding the smart choice would be not to do anything and just walk away. I'm sorry, I'm just having a giggle fit for some reason.
Oh dear. Lux is going to pick up her blue buff while Tempe tries to recover. Janna actually coming across, she might actually go for the steal. There's Riven. Lux got
Nice
caught
bind.
out. She is going down very quickly indeed.
She
Ooh,
picks up
flashes
the
over
blue,
the wall. Actually, she might survive. Nope, she jumped straight into an Ezreal.
and Riven picks up the blue buff.
Bye bye, Lux.
Nice note, Lux did pick up that blue buff in the end right before flashing. But it did not help her.
Maybe just a tad bit pointless, but
Yeah. Hecarim dropping really low on health. This is what I was saying. The second that Lux dies, the red team can easily do their thing because Lux's binds were the ones that gave the opportunity for both Jayce and Caitlyn to do their high poke, high range damages.
red team were pinging at Baron. I'm not sure if they're actually going to go for it or if they're.
Well, they need
Going to
their
try and
AD
bait something
carry
out.
there, and he's being a stubborn blue head. I did not want to go there. No.
We're gonna try and be family friendly.
Exactly. I do not have a warning for mature language. Trusted Barrage clips two of them. Elise is in repel. Will jump on.
Riven taking a lot of damage. Caitlin's going to get jumped on, but she is actually surviving. She got knocked back.
She will go down as
Ooh.
Mordekaiser picks up the kill. Double kill
Nope.
for Mordekaiser. Could it be a triple maybe?
Is right there.
Triple kill? No. Elise picks it up. And they go for Baron. Or recall him because no one has the health to tank it.
Lux is back up and gets
That
Lux
final
tip
spark.
as Mordekaiser.
They are turning it around as Elise
Not
is.
sure if Elise is going to survive that.
Lux will pick up the
She
kill.
is. No, she isn't. Nope.
Lux up picked up the kill, making the double kill, and Lux will just walk away. She does not want to deal with that slowing Ezreal, especially since he has that Spirit of the Elder Lizard and Iceborne Gauntlet. Much slows were had in this game.
Yeah, and the fact that Riven was dead looks to kind of do her thing because, yeah, as we've seen throughout the game so far, Riven has been the main damage threat for Lux.
Yes.
Just being able to get in, get the stun down, and pretty much Lux being dead to rights from there.
Blue minions are being more useful than the red team's minions as they push that top outer turret, last standing outer turret of the
It's because
red team.
Demacia's minions have a better healthcare plan.
I do not want to go into the discussion of why Nox is better than Demacia. Just no.
This is better than Demacia.
It is. It is. Let's agree to disagree on this one.
I can live with that.
It's like Yordles. Ezreal
Red team
will-
pinging at Baron. Ezreal using the true shot. Nothing actually happening though.
I
Alright,
think the
setting
blue
up
team
wards here
is
and there.
setting for the death bush. That's what I'm seeing, especially since Ezreal is on top, Riven is on bottom, Dragon is back up. They are just looking for a way in. Jayce jumping in on Mordekaiser, he gets binded, ultimate from Hecarim goes off, catches both of them.
Lands, final spot comes across, it's a lot of damage, and Ezreal
Ezreal,
disconnects.
this is yet
just
again.
Kaiser dies.
Thankfully this was a fast reconnect, which was 1 for none. Perfect engage for the blue team. They can either go for Baron, deal with it, take... They are pinging for it and they will go for it.
Red team does have a vision ward there in the brush over the wall from red. I'm not sure what they can actually do to stop this though. I suppose Ezreal might be able to deal it with Tree Shot Barrage, which is up, and then maybe some Mystics, but
Everyone is on the side. Oh,
Riven
behind the
has
Baron
no
pit.
flash, so she can't actually come across the wall and try and steal it.
Nice smite from Hecarim. Elise in trouble. Will get this final spark. As Lux picks that one up. Or obliterated. I think Lux hates spiders. This is my intake now. She hates spiders. She's squishing them. In a very brutal way. She's overkilling it.
Mordekaiser's back up. He has a lot of damage. I'm still trying to work out the logic behind the Frozen Heart.
I gave up on it. I think it's because of the attack speed slow that it gives. Even though he has the... This is a blue build Mordekaiser. I'm telling you, bro, blue builds are becoming popular on other champions as well, and I'm really not sure how that is working. Blue team is starting on the... or finished the inhibitor turret in the middle lane.
Don't think blue build Mord is ever going to actually rise into prominence though.
No, but this one seems to be working. 5-5-10 score isn't that bad. His CS is far better than anyone on either team. The only thing is, without him or Riven or Elise, the red team doesn't have anything left. 318 Ezreal is a bad thing. On the other hand, the scores of the blue team is 558 on Jayce, 1511 Hecarim, but he's more of a tank and dives in. This is Riven getting caught by 3 men from the blue team. She is using everything. She flashed away, but with Pony and Jayce, Pony using his ultimate, fears her, will pick up the kill. Invulnerable. She gets
GA popped as
GA,
Jayce gets hit with the Children of the Grave.
Here comes Ezreal.
Ezreal comes across, he's doing a lot of damage. I'm not sure if Jayce will survive. No, he won't. That means that Mordekaiser will have a ghost following for the next 30 seconds.
Gale protecting Ezreal.
Ez has been caught. Will he survive? Nope. Hecarim didn't want to go in for that, and now he's running back through an entire enemy team as Taric goes down.
Elise picks up the kill. She chases after the Pony. She will bite a huge chunk of his health. Repels, jumps on top of him, takes the 2 turret hits, gets protected by Janna, and Jayce will tank the turret and die again.
A lot of umming and ahhing happening by the red team there.
Final spark misses.
Did I say red? I meant blue. I think I may have
Did you say red? To be honest, I was watching what's happening on the screen and talking about it. Ace in the hole will get shielded by Ezreal yet again. This is a really good Ezreal. And Lux will be in trouble as Riven jumps in, overly tanks the turret. And they manage to escape. They're all low on health now. We need a Karthus. This is the plan. We need a Karthus. Requiem would be a double kill surely at this point of the game.
Maybe even a triple actually. Janna's health is very low.
Riven healing up. She has a full Bloodthirster. Yes, Bloodthirster. Goal differences 46 minutes into the game are beginning to be more and more prominent.
And more in favour of the blue team actually.
Yes.
2 towers up, even though they're down in kills, they're actually holding about a 1,500 gold lead.
They better control the objectives and the map, even though the wards are not that prominent. Only 2 wards from the blue team up. The red team isn't warding whatsoever. The blue team will go for the dragon now, so that will be their second major objective.
I believe third, because they've got a Baron and no, it would have been fourth actually. They've had 2 dragons previously along with Baron.
Yes, this is the 3rd dragon, and they did pick up a Baron recently that expired, or they died.
It just expired literally now.
They will pull back slightly. So on top we have 13,700 gold on Jayce with 226 CS versus a 206 CS Elise. She's farming now with 11,900, 12,000 gold. So 1,800 gold difference there. Not that huge, but definitely significant at this point. Or actually will stop being significant at this point.
However, something that is not insignificant by any degree is the lead of nigh on 4,000 gold held by Riven over Hecarim. As you said, Riven is a damage dealer, Hecarim's a tank, but you would have thought that maybe that Hecarim would have had maybe some more CS, a couple more kills perhaps.
Second inner turret goes down in that bottom lane, or actually inner turret of that bottom lane goes down. The only one left alive is on the top. They are going for the inhibitor turret. They have the minions.
Elise is trying to push the top lane.
This is split pushing. This could be a...
What blue needs to do at this point is just have Jayce and Caitlyn attacking the tower.
And the team will initiate now as Taric is gone, so Ezreal can move slightly. Nice bind catching Riven. Elise picks up that inner turret on the top lane. She will continue to push.
She's still more than able to push the inhibitor tower here. That would be very good.
She is pulling back. Okay.
I would have thought she would have pushed that out because the surviving members of the blue team were still sat in the bottom half of the map.
No, they saw the base that was slightly in trouble because they don't have the inhibitor nor the turret. in the middle, and the minions were being overwhelmed and pushed by the super minions from the blue team. So they couldn't. If the blue team kept up the pressure on that bottom turret, the minions would probably get at least one Nexus turret to 50% health, if not dropped it completely.
Yes.
But as I was speaking, the inhibitor returned. 1000 gold difference in favor of the blue team. Really, really nice. Back to the... this is why, like, this game, you really can't take a moment to breathe and say the goal differentials and in what favor it is, because you will always see someone being in a skirmish or fighting. Now that actually they are settling slightly bit. 16,100 on Lux versus 16,300 on Mordekaiser. They're really, really close. 200 gold difference is not that huge. Even if Mordekaiser does have a 100 CS difference.
The big differences come in for the AD carry support combos.
Yes.
With Ezreal's AFK period, it means that Caitlyn's now on 3,000 gold up, and Taric is about 1,000 up on Janna as well.
Yes, but Ezreal has the kills while Caitlyn has the CS and less and more deaths than Ezreal. 2 deaths up than him.
Riven's GA is refreshed, so she's more than able to jump into a fight.
Elise sold her Seeker's Armor Guards and picked up a Iceborne Gauntlet. Taric will get in trouble. Riven will jump on him.
The initiate's happening, but there you are. This is just the disengage. They don't want to be jumping onto the light bindings from Lux.
Baron is back up and the red team is pinging for it. The blue team will follow. This could be a team fight. Taric warding.
Red team falling back off it. They can't really try and deal with the damage from Baron and the poke from the blue team.
No. I think that the Locket of Iron Solari is far better on Taric than that Shurelia is on Janna. Definitely gives that extra bit of shield. So Peacemaker clears the minion wave. Continue to pressure. They want that inhibitor, or they want at least 2 members of the red team dead before they can do Baron peacefully. What do you
It looks
think?
like they may try and bait it out.
The old Death Bush tactic.
Just as the red team's ward runs out as well, so they have no vision currently on the Baron. Janna refreshes it, gets stunned by Taric, taking a lot of damage. Final spark. Ezreal jumping right into the middle of the team, ending up having to flash away. I can't see where Children of the Grave went down. Children of the Grave went onto Hecarim, which is one of the most tanky members of the team. I don't think that was a good place to put it.
No.
Lux flashes over the wall. Elise is taken very, very low indeed. She's going to go down, and Jayce picks up the kill as Mordekaiser picks up the kill on Jayce. Caitlyn picks up Mordekaiser, and as the rest of the red team tried to escape, it's a 4v3 situation, but Ezreal's still dealing a lot of damage due to the Mystic shots as Caitlyn's ace in the hole comes flying across. Got no Ezreal to protect you this time, Diana.
No, she really, really was very codependent of him. The inhibitor will go down as Ezreal is left alive standing, with Riven pulling back in with her home guard boots. She dodges. Goes back in, gets stunned, gets poked and slowed. Ezreal chasing. He has no mana, so he can't Q anymore. Ezreal snapshot will be missed or dodged by Riven, who is low on health.
Cross the Lucent Singularity. She's going to take a lot of damage. She stands on the trap this time. Doesn't go down though, so her GA is still available.
That Q of hers is incredible. Nice timings and very good reaction. Well, that was
Broken
happening.
Wings is it's of kind of the abilities that can be used to dodge abilities and to gain a lot of mobility across the map. Broken Wings has got to be second only to Nidalee's Pounce in Cougar form.
Yes. Riven healing up and clearing that minion wave that was threatening that bottom inhibitor turret.
Red team pinging Baron again. Dragon is back up as the blue team seem to be wanting to get red buff over to Caitlyn.
This is a very long game. Very close game as well. 2 up in turret for the blue team. 2000 gold difference still kept. 7 kills difference. The blue team is definitely starting to get the kills as they're finishing their builds. Lux's build is finished. She has Zhonya's now. Hecarim build is only missing the Spirit of the Elder Lizard, because that is.
I'm actually looking at. I'd almost be convinced to say that he might go for Ancient Golem because he doesn't have the tenacity. He went for Ninja Tabby.
True. Bloodthirst is picked up by Jayce. So he sold his Blightwater Cutlass.
Bloodthirst is definitely a better item for Jayce than Blade of the Rune King is, purely because of the fact that his abilities scale off pure AD more than they do off the passive effect of Rune King.
Blue team started Baron. They also have 2 Oracles.
Red team moving across very quickly to try and counter it, but there are wards pretty much everywhere. Caitlyn gets hit by the cocoon. They could have gone in on that, but Caitlyn does have Guardian Angel active.
They couldn't because Riven was still in the bind when the cocoon landed, so it was literally ending at the same time.
Ezreal gets absolutely melted by that light binding final spark combo. And Tarek was actually the one hit by the cocoon there. Where's Ellie's going to drop? She's going to drop behind the blue team. Can they pull anything off from it? Well, Janna's very dead. Tarek flashes, exhausts. I feel like that's a very dead spider. 3-0 exchange there for the blue team. They should just push this straight through and win.
Yes.
There is, for all the wave clear that Mordekaiser has, I don't think it's going to be enough. Hecarim is just tanky now to the point where he can push straight through, just brute force these Nexus turrets.
Yep. First Nexus turret goes down, second turret will go down as well. The timers are so huge that it's impossible. Riven could get a possible kill there, but Mordekaiser... But the minions and the poke from Jayce will just take the Nexus. GG, blue team.
Right. Victory for the blue team, well played. Game ends 8-4 in turrets with a 4,000 lead, even though the kills were still in the favour of the red team by 4.
Yep. Very nice game.